Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Club. I'm Alex. And Justin is still away, but we have 3 comic books to make up for it. So we're going to talk about Mysterius, the Unfathomable, number 6. Is that right?
Yep.
Dark Reign, Hawkeye, number 3, and Invincible, number 63. So let's get right into it and talk about Mysterious, the Unfathomable, number 6. I'm going to say this right now. I think, and obviously we'll see how this turns out, but I think this is the mini-series of the year.
Wow, that's a heck of a statement.
It is a heck of a statement, and I think the reason for it is it's across the board. Parker and Fowler have created a creative, unique universe that I want to visit again so badly. And not only that, over the course of 6 issues, things dovetailed, plots back and forth, tied together, everything tied up with a neat bow, and great, unique art as well. It almost feels like it's very Mad Magazine art, but works as a mystical, magical universe.
Now that you said that, it does have a nice Mad Magazine feel. I love the world they created. And I think it really starts with the 2 main characters.
Yes.
You don't have your typical, you have a very interesting kind of magician type character. And then you have a very cool assistant. She's not the hot assistant. She's not the darkest. She's a very interesting character that is smart and funny and plays well, and it's great. I loved it from start to finish. I thought it was very magical, very fun, and every issue I was like, I don't know what's going to happen,
Yes.
but I feel like every time it delivered, and it was in a very creative manner that just was so much a cool ride. It was a refreshing comic in the rest of the stack.
And it is a unique take on magic. That's another thing. You know, a lot of people are doing a lot of magic books now, which I think is a response to Harry Potter and a little bit Twilight and things like that, where, you know, fantasy is very in right now. This is a completely different take than I think I have ever seen on magic. So kudos to Parker, kudos to Fowler, creating something so great. I hope Wildstorm ponies up and does the second miniseries.
Ponies up.
That's the technical term, right?
Yeah, exactly. Parker should just walk in and be like, hey, come on, pony up.
So pick it up. I do know that they are releasing a trade of it in a couple of months, and Parker in particular has said, go pick up the trade. That's the thing that's really going to encourage them to make a
Or you could just buy the individual issues.
You absolutely
know?
could.
I mean, that helps them.
The author said pick up the trade.
Oh, okay. Well,
are you alright with that?
Parker, I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect you, but I'm just gonna get the individual issues.
Wow. You heard it here first, folks. Pete doesn't like Mysterious the Unfathomable.
That's not true.
Alright, Dark Reign, Hawkeye, number 3. You're a fan of violence, Pete. What did you think about this issue?
I am. I'll tell you what, out of all the kind of Dark Reign spin-offs, like, hey, it's Hawkeye, but it's not Hawkeye because Bullseye's Hawkeye, and I've really felt like Andy Diggle has done a fun job of this. Kind of really get to see Bullseye and kind of delve into the fact that he's crazy. And it's like he's got 3 different personalities going on, or at least 2, where it's the battle between good versus evil, and then a bad guy trying to pretend to be a good guy, and then just the fact that he's just a evil person to begin with. But it was just, it's fun, it's cool, and it's exciting, and I'm not sure who's messing with him, but I can't wait to find out what's going on.
I'm not crazy about this. I like Andy Diggle. I like the idea of Bullseye as Hawkeye. I was 50-50 on the first issue, liked the second issue a lot better. This issue, I feel like we're trying to humanize Bullseye a little bit, and I don't need to see that. There's a couple...
Well, it deals with the fact that, like, you know, you're having split personality. Anytime you're putting on a mask and being like, all right, there's a little bit of a split personality. And then if you put another personality on top of that, you know, there's got to be extra pressure.
I understand what you're saying, and I do like the idea, especially in modern Marvel and DC comics, that the villain has some sort of motivation, but I feel like there needs to be some exceptions. Somebody like Doctor Doom is somewhat of a tragic figure. Somebody like Magneto is a tragic figure, has things going on behind their own motivation. Excuse my French, but Bullseye is an evil fucker, and that's pretty much it.
That's true.
And I feel like they're trying to give him like, oh, we're supposed to feel bad for him.
No, it's just not, you're not feeling bad for him, you're realizing that he's losing it. He's an evil fucker that had no problem with killing people. Now he doesn't know what's real and what's fake anymore. So his world's getting shaken up a little bit. And that's...
Yeah, I don't need to see his world shaken up.
All
That's
right.
all. I don't know. That's just me. Again, it's a solid comic. It's just not grabbing me for whatever reason.
All right.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Invincible number 63. I think we're going to have to use spoilers here. So if you're a fan of Invincible, if you haven't read the issue yet, tune out for a little bit and come back at the end of the show. This is heart-wrenching.
Yeah, this is
issue.
crazy.
This is probably the biggest issue of Invincible, maybe since like 11 or 12, whenever he fought Omni-Man. And there was almost no indication that was coming in the past two issues, I feel like. Like, Kirkman knew it was coming, and he kind of teased us that it was coming, but this issue
He'd set up this comic to be as huge, and I feel like it is that huge.
This issue is a monumental issue in the history of Invincible.
It's crazy. Like, I know right now somewhere Justin is crying because he was a big fan of Invincible and his lady getting together, and that was a magical moment. And then, like, whoo!
All right, big spoiler time. Conquest, who is a big bad Viltrumite, Viltrumite being the evil race that has been going, after Invincible, pretty much the entire series, the impetus for the series. Conquest has come to take over the planet. This is the name of the guy. Adam Eve is Invincible's girlfriend. She goes to try to help out Invincible, stop Conquest. Conquest punches her right through the stomach.
Yeah,
and
well,
she
it was
dies.
like a karate chop almost.
Yes.
But what was crazy was she just woke up out of the hospital bed. We weren't sure how she was doing. We thought she was okay. Invincible left her side to go fight this guy. She wakes up, races to the fight. Done, and you're just like,
and
what?
then it's followed by some of the best splash pages in Invincible history as well. There's a 2-page splash in there that Ryan Otley and Cliff Rathburn did of Conquest, basically saying, "Oh, I'm sorry I killed your girlfriend. Now I'm going to destroy your planet and kill you." And it is one of the scariest and simultaneously most beautiful double-page splashes I think I've ever seen.
And it wasn't like, it was just really well done. Like some great ideas of just having like close-up on his face while he's talking, just to really get home the fact that like he does not care and is just going to destroy everything.
Yeah.
And just great artistic choices made with this issue.
Absolutely, across the board. And then the end of the issue, where Invincible turns and is about to take the fight back to Conquest. It's huge. This is the Gwen Stacy moment for the comic book.
Wow.
I think if him fighting Omni-Man was almost the Uncle Ben moment in a certain way, that defining moment for Invincible,
definitely.
this is the Gwen Stacy moment right here.
Yeah. I mean, the cover is so grotesque. I mean, he's got his bone sticking out of his arm. This is a lot of covers. I'm like, oh, they're saying too much about what's happening. This is just letting you know how crazy this issue is going to be. And it was so, I was like, I read it and it stuck with me for a while. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for the next issue.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're very excited to see where it's going.
Oh yeah, nice job, Kirkman.
Captain Kirkman, hats off to you. If you have a question, you can write us at comicbookclublive@gmail.com. Check out our blog, popcultureshock.com/cbclub. Check out our iTunes podcast, Comic Book Club Live. Check out our Twitter feed.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Too much stuff, you guys. Twitter.com/comicbooklive. Also,
if you're in New York City on a Tuesday, 8 o'clock, we'd love to see you at our live show at the People's Improv Theater. Pick up his comic book.
Yeah, Hulk Team Up coming out September.
You better have done the Hulk justice.
You're gonna
Why would you do this?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm not gonna put on kidney gloves when I review
Now
this.
you're gonna rip it apart.